Directives are perhaps the most important bit of an Angular application, and if you think about it, the most used Angular unit, the component, is actually a directive. An Angular component is nothing more than a directive with a template. When we say that components are the building blocks of an Angular applications, we are actually saying that directives are the building blocks of an Angular application. At the core, a directive is a function that executes whenever Angular compiler finds it in the DOM. Angular directives are used to extend the power of HTML by giving new syntax. Angular directives can be divided into three types: components, attribute directives, and structural directives. As we saw earlier, components are just directives with templates. Under the hood, they use the directive API and give us a cleaner way to define them. The other two directive types do not have templates. Instead, they are specifically tailored for DOM manipulations. Attribute directives manipulate the DOM by changing its behavior and appearance. We use attribute directives to apply conditional style to elements, show or hide elements, or dynamically change the behavior of a component according to a changing property. Some of the built-in attribute directives are ng-style, ng-class, disabled, hidden, ng-switch, and so on. Let's take a look at some usage examples of built-in attribute directives. Here, disabled and hidden have been assigned a Boolean expression where form.invalid and form.valid represent the state of the form. So based on the form's validity, the button is either disabled or enabled, and the error message is shown or hidden. In this example, we are assigning a style property to the div based on an object P1's fav color property. Here is an example of ng-class attribute directive. The expression is an object representing some of the CSS classes, but whether the class should be used or not is decided based on the value of that, which is a Boolean. For example, if P1's age is less than 18, then text danger CSS class is applied. If P1's age is greater than or equals to 18, text-success will be applied. Structural directives are specifically tailored for creating and destroying DOM elements. Some of the built-in structural directives are ng-if, ng-for-of, ng-switch case, ng-switch default. Structural directives are used in the HTML template with an asterisk instead of a square bracket around them. For example, the ng-if directive is assigned a Boolean expression here. So if the products.length is equals to 0, then ng-if will ensure that h3 is added to the DOM. But if the condition products.length equals to 0 is failed, then ng-if will remove the h3 from the DOM.